Okay. So, welcome everybody to our session for this morning, The Secret to Saving and Building a Future and How to Remain Financially Healthy during the days of adversity. So before we are going to formally start our session, let us put ourselves in the presence of the Lord and let us pray. The True Millionaire's Prayer by Brother Bo Sanchez. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Today I ask you to bless me so I may become a blessing. Lord, I commit myself to enrich others, but because I cannot give what I do not have, I commit myself to become rich. I commit myself to serve you and to serve the poor with my wealth. Today I open myself to the abundance of your universe. Use me as your channel of love. Give me the ability to create wealth that will bless the world. Increase my financial wisdom and expand my territories. I place my life in your hands in Jesus' name. Amen. So let's start with the meeting etiquette. Rename your Zoom name. Mute your microphone at all times. Turn on your video at all times. Dress decently. Treat this as your 1 million class. Take notes and participate through chat. No taking of picture of the slides, and have fun and learn at the same time. So let me introduce myself. My name is Chisa Aquila Mernido. I am an associate financial planner. I am a financial literacy advocate of IMG community since 2019. And I am a former teacher. I used to be a government teacher dito sa Pilipinas for 15 years. Tapos nag-retire po ako ng maaga. Nag-abroad din po ako. I was an OFW sa Malaysia. Then nakatry din po ako ng Saudi Arabia for 6 months. Currently, full-time financial coach and an investor and entrepreneur at the same time. So, anong hugot ko? Why am I building this business? Bakit ako nandito? Bakit ko ito ginagawa? Because at the age of 38, early retirement po ako. So working in DepEd for 15 years. Tapos, I do not envision myself na mag-retire ako at the age of 60. So by the time I was 38, I retired. So good thing there is retirement plan sa GSIS na you can retire as early as 15 years. And then by the time I'll be 60, I'll have my pension na. So pupunta lang ako ng GSIS, informing them that I'm still alive, buhay pa, na pwede na mag-start ng aking pension. So naranasan ko rin maging OFW sa Malaysia for 2 years. And ang purpose ko naman is I want to hop from one country to the other. So I thought pagiging OFW, tapos after Malaysia, nag-Saudi ako for 10 months. Noon naman yung kasagsagan ng pandemic, I went there February 2020. Kasagsagan ng pandemic, nasa ano lang ako, nasa accommodation. So parang the world stopped. So ano nang gagawin ko? I can't hop from one country to the other. So good thing nakita ko na tong IMG. So I don't want to be an employee anymore. Ayoko na maging empleyado. Gusto ko na maging entrepreneur. So instead of opening my own business na ang sakit ng ulo, kukuha ka pa ng mga accountant, you have ikaw pa lahat, marketing, networking, accounting, ikaw na lahat. So I read in the book of Robert Kiyosaki na, why don't you join a company? Nandun na lahat, may lawyers na, may mga accountants na, tatanggap ka lang ng commission. So yun yung ginawa ko. So I want to be an entrepreneur. I don't want to be an employee anymore. And then I want to travel the world. That's why I want to hop from one country to the other. But then kung pagiging empleyado, pagiging OFW, minimum number of years, 2 years sa isang contract. So medyo matatagalan ako pag lipat-lipat ng ibang countries. And then at the same time, I want to make a difference. I used to be a teacher. I am still a teacher. I teach students Ngayon, tuturuan ko naman yung mga adults, yung mga gustong mag tuturuan ko naman yung mga taong gustong magkaroon ng matiwasay or not even those who wanted to have a good life or a great life. So yun yung parang ang calling ko now, live a life of significance. So yan yung hugot ko. So I don't know, anong reason nyo po why you are here, why you are attending this. So since we only have like one guest, pwede po bang malaman ang reason ni KM? What's your reason for being with us here this morning? Since ano lang naman tayo kunti lang naman tayo. Miss KM, pwede po malaman kung ano po ang reason nyo why nag-attend ka ngayon?
Gusto ko lang naman matuto ng ano.
Matutong? Ano po gusto mo nyo matutunan? Or parang ano lang, trip mo lang mag-join or gusto mo talagang matuto na mag-ipon, kung paano mag-invest, kung paano ano ba? Ano ba gusto mo matutunan?
Yeah, gusto mag-invest,
Okay, sige. So, you're in the right track. Welcome to our friend. Hindi pa nakapag-ano si Geraldine. Okay, so sige po, I hope I can live up to your expectations. So we will continue. So let's continue. First and foremost, you congratulate guys for being with us today. You pat your back because instead of doing nothing, you are here with us. So hopefully you will learn a lot of things from this session. So sabi nga ni Ernie Baron dati, di ba? Knowledge is power. But applied knowledge is more powerful. Kasi kung ang dami mong alam, wala kang ginawa doon sa nalalaman mo. Parang baliwala din siya. So the presentation is mostly based on the book, The Secret to Saving and Building Your Future. That's why makikita nyo po na may mga chapters, may mga concepts. So the presentation is based on the book, The Secret to Saving and Building Your Future. So sabi ni Bo Sanchez is a preacher. Kung nakafamiliar kayo ng The Feast, siya yung idol ko nung nagstay ako ng Manila. So nag-PACC ako lagi every Sunday. Nag-attend ako ng The Feast. Sabi ni Bo Sanchez, friend, this is your ticket to upgrading your financial life. May your dreams come true. Yun sabi ni Brother Bo Sanchez. So ano bang matutunan natin dito? So we will talk about increasing your cash flow, investing correctly, managing your debts, remaining financially healthy, and why do we need financial education? Bakit tayo nag-aaral? Bakit kailangan nating matuto? Because there are many good, hardworking, smart, young, and old fail. They retire without savings, walang mga emergency funds, no healthcare, no extra income. Kasi walang alam. Kasi before, kung alam ko lang kung paano i-save when I was still working, kung paano mag-save, paano mag-invest, by the time sana nag-38 ako, nakapag-retire sana ako na I can live comfortably, I am living on interest. But sadly, when I was still an employee, I did not see this opportunity. Good thing now, Miss KM, that at age 28, nakita mo na to, ang opportunity na to, na you can start planning. Like how this is first year working abroad, so how many years are you gonna be working abroad? So at least you still have a lot of time because your age is your best ally. And for us, it's not that lucky when it comes to our age because we don't have that enough time. And a lot of people, they don't plan to fail. They simply fail to plan. That's why it is necessary also to start planning at a very young age. There are also a lot of wrong money mindset, and the other people might think financial education is only for the wealthy. Para lang yan sa mga mayayaman, wala akong chance dyan. And the solution to financial challenges is utang. Ang dami namang mga bumbay dyan, alamin namang pwedeng mautangan dyan ng 10%, 5%. And some even rely on luck. I even tried once messaging Kuya Will, yung sa mga niya dun sa YouTube, sa Facebook, di ba? Trying your luck. But, kung luck lang basihan natin, medyo very slim na ang chances. Instead of working hard, why do we rely on luck? I mean, just work hard and everything will be taken care of. And there's also low savings and high debt, and daming umaasa dun sa utang. Especially there nowadays na medyo ang dami na ng credit card companies na nag-offer ng credit cards, and yung credit card ginagawang emergency fund, which in fact, that's why it's called credit card, because it's based on credit, not an emergency fund, not a ready fund that you can use anytime. Most people don't know how to manage their debts. Their debts manage them. So, yan. Ang daming tao na hihirapan mag-retire dahil sa utang. And then saving the wrong way. Many end up with nothing after working for 20 to 30 years. Ako, I've been working for 15 years sa DepEd. Tapos, every year, di ba, dalawang bonus pag nasa government ka. Dalawang bonus, may mid-year, may year-end. Pero, thinking about the bonuses that I received last time, talagang wala akong na-receive. Wala akong naalala kung saan napunta yung mga bonuses ko. Not it. So, yun yung sad part. Kasi kapag in-invest ko yung 15-month pay, 13-month pay, sana, di ba, it will go a long way when I retire, when I decided to retire at the age of 38. Pero ang nangyari, wala ako talagang maalala, even yung mga appliances sa bahay na out from the bonus that I had, wala. So, just imagine, Filipinos are the only people in the world with mandated 13-month pay. And if you are going to invest your bonuses, or just let's just say 100,000 every year, it will be multi-millions in retirement funds. So if you want to be rich, sabi ni Rich ni Robert Kiyosaki, if you want to be rich, you need to be financially literate. That is according to Robert Kiyosaki. He is my favorite author, one of my favorite authors. The recent book that I read from Robert Kiyosaki is the Midas Touch with Warren Buffett. So, ang ganda ng mga natutunan ko sa mga libro niya. So, kailangan lang talaga natin malalaman kung paano ba natin i-manage yung finances natin, paano natin siya, not really paglaruan, pero kung paano natin siya i-manage. So, the first concept that I'll be sharing with you is the building blocks of a solid financial foundation. So, what is your situation right now? Yung situation na ba is you still have a weak foundation, or you already have a strong foundation? Strong foundation means you already have your health care. Kasi health care is the base. Kasi kung nagtatrabaho ka at nagkasakit ka, wala kang sahod. And then, if you are hospitalized, talagang magbabayad ka pa din sa hospital bills, doctor's fee, and all those things in the hospital. So, kaya yung sinasabi na health is wealth, talagang number one yung healthcare when it comes to building our strong foundation. Kasi kapag ang health mo na ang nag-suffer, lahat ay affected. So, income protection, this is not for you, this is for your family. So, healthcare is for yourself. Income protection, this is for your family, yung mga taong umaasa sa'yo. Debt management, kailangan din nating i-manage yung ating mga utang kasi pag ang utang hindi natin na bayaran ng maayos, talagang yan yung maka-cause ng ano mo, ng pagbagsak ng finances mo. And emergency funds, because there are a lot of emergency scenarios that we want to avoid. Pero minsan talaga hindi natin maiiwasan. So kailangan paghandaan natin, may fund tayo para doon. And then last na yung investment. Pero kung ano ka pa sa situation ngayon, your situation right now, ang dami mong investments, marami kang pera sa bangko, ang dami mo ring utang, tapos wala kang healthcare, wala kang income protection, so you have a very weak foundation. Pag may nangyari sa breadwinner, talagang bagsak na yung bahay, bagsak na yung mga finances na bagsak na yung ano ba tawag doon? You have a very weak foundation, so everything collapses. So, and then, sabi ni Rex Mendoza, he is the CEO of Rampur Financials. He is one of my favorite authors also because he is very good in managing the our funds. At the same time, he is a good author. He is a good author. He is a good motivator. So especially when I recently joined the webinar, which he is the speaker and he is a good motivational speaker. And sabi niya, you don't have the right to invest unless you are properly protected. So, yun sinabi ko kanina, the building of our solid financial foundation should be in order of priority. So, unahin talaga natin yung healthcare because ang healthcare is para sa sarili natin. So, you need to protect yourself so that you can protect the family members or the people who rely on you. And then income protection, this life insurance, it is for your family that whenever something happens to you, the family are still protected. The family members are still protected because you have a life insurance that will be the fund that will be used by your family in the future. Eliminate debts because ayaw natin ng maraming utang because utang can make us so stressed. Emergency fund before, sabi we need to save 3 to 6 months of our monthly expenses. But now with COVID, it should be a year of your monthly expenses. You should have that fund in like money market fund so that it's easy to have access, it's liquid so you can withdraw anytime. And then the investment, ito yung usually yung mga long term para doon or short term or medium term para sa mga plano mo sa buhay. And then the next concept that I'll be sharing with you is the understanding about money. So what we need to know about growing money. So we need a lot of plus to grow our wealth. So we need to have the plus, like we have a lot of money and we should have a lot of time. But then, if you have a lot of money and you don't have time to enjoy the money that you earn, di ba? Parang yung pinaghirapan mo, parang baliwala din. So we need to have a lot of time. And at the same time, we need to have a lot of money to enjoy the money that we earned the hard way. And we need to also think of the interest rate if it's our friend, our ally, or our enemy. Because if we are going to put your money in an investment where it generates 10%, 20%, then it will give you additional income. It's a plus. But if you borrow money na nag-interest rate ng mga 10%, 20% sa mga kapitbahay, di ba? The interest rate, babayaran mo yan, so money is taken away from you. Kasi ibabayad yun dun sa interest. So, kung ano pang gusto mo? Gusto mo bang interest rate na magiging best friend mo? Or interest rate magiging kaaway mo? So, that's for you to decide. And of course, taxes. That is why after reading the book of Robert Kiyosaki, I told myself I don't want to be an employee anymore. Because ang employee, bago darating sa'yo yung sahod mo, nabawasan na yun ng taxes. Pero pag nagninegosyo ka, ang negosyo mo, babawasan ng mga expenses, yung net proceeds mo, babawasan ng expenses, ang yung net profit, yun lang itatax. Pero sa empleyado, bago dumating sa'yo, wala na. Nakatax na yan, nakabawas na yung BIR. So, yun ang kaibahan ng pagiging empleyado at pagiging entrepreneur. That is why I said to myself, I'll never go back to working in a government offices or what. I just don't know in the next few months or years, but as of now, no way. And then the next concept is the strategies of the wealthy. So dapat lang natin alamin paano ba like ito Philippines richest for 2020 si Henry siblings. So 'di ba? Paano mag-isip ang mga mayayaman? Hindi naman natin siguro mahabol yung kayamanan nila, pero paano sila mag-isip? Yun yung alamin natin. O bakit sila ganun kayaman? Anong ginawa nila? Yun yung pag-aralan natin. So the difference between the wealthy and most people is the way they think and planning the future. So we will compare rich mindset and poor mindset, and you can look into yourself, ano bang mindset mo? Rich mindset ka na ba or poor mindset ka pa rin? So, rich mindset, save money and spend what is left. Poor mindset, spend money and save what is left. So, you see the difference? Yung rich mindset, save money muna. Pagkatapos mong mag-save, ang natira, yun yung i-gagastos. Pero sa poor mindset, spend money muna. And ang matira, yun isi-save. But ang tendency, wala nang matira, so wala nang maisasave. So wala nang savings, wala nang investment. Next is consider healthcare and insurance as investment, and consider healthcare and insurance as expense. So you see the difference? Dito sa rich mindset, ang isip is investment. So investment, that means something is, there is something that will be earned, or there is a return of investment. But here, on the poor mindset, expense siya. So expense, once na-spend mo na siya, wala na. Goodbye na. And then, let money work for them. Works hard for the money. So, if you let the money work, ang money hindi yan makukuvid. Hindi yan napapagod. Pero kapag tayo ay nagtatrabaho para kumita, tayo ay napapagod, tayo ay nagkakasakit, tayo ay nag-live. So, that's the difference between rich mindset and the poor mindset. And the next concept that I'll be sharing is the X-curve concept. So kalimutan mo lahat ng mga X mo, wag lang yung X-curve concept. So the downward line, that's responsibility line. The upward line is the money line. So when we are still young, wala tayong savings, but as we started working, meron na tayong income. So we have active income. So while we are working, we have active income, but then we also have a lot of responsibilities na. Magagastos tayo for food, shelter, clothing, vacation, tulungan yung mga kapatid, papaaralin, yung mga ganon. And then, when we get old, as we get old, we try that habang tumatagal tayo sa pagiging empleyado or pagiging negosyante, habang tayo ay tumatanda, tataas din yung savings natin. And then, when we retire, low na yung responsibility natin, and hopefully, we have passive income or mga pension kasi we still have to spend for food, shelter, clothing, and health. Diba? Mas madami na kailangan natin pag nag-retire na when it comes to health fund kasi medyo matanda na, doon na tumalakas yung mga sakit. And the word life, there is if in the middle. What if we die too soon? So, ano mangyayari? So, die too soon, you need to protect yourself. So, that is why that you need to protect yourself para ma-protect mo yung family mo. If something happens to us very soon. But what if we live too long? What if ang pension ko sa GSIS by the time I'll be 60 is 8,000. So, di ba, by the time with the inflation, by the time I'll be 60, yung 8,000 magkano na lang yan. And then, by the time na magsi-60, yung 8,000, paano mo gagastusin? Tapos, halimbawa, aabot ka ng mga 70, ng 80, ng 90, with that amount, makakasurvive kaya? So that is why we need to have investments so that by the time that we are no longer earning, we have passive income or we have money that is invested para may mga interest na magagamit natin on daily, weekly, monthly basis. So we need to invest. Yun yung importante para sa, yun importante ng investment para in the future, meron tayong fund na pwede nating gamitin. So you need to understand the building blocks. So the building blocks of a solid financial foundation. So yung pinakauna talaga is healthcare. That is why we need to choose the right healthcare. Ano ba ang iba't ibang healthcare? So, meron tayong short-term HMO, meron tayong senior care, meron tayong long-term care ng na ino-offer dito sa IMG. So, short-term, ito yung free ng company mo. Pero pag wala ka na sa company mo, wala ka na rin mga benefits na, healthcare benefits. And then, hindi ka naman until 80 magtatrabaho. Eventually, when you leave work, wala na. Yung lahat ng mga benefits, hindi mo na rin siya madadala. Senior care para ito sa mga senior na when you are senior, kukuha ka ng mga healthcare, medyo mataas na kasi the fatality rate, the mortality rate is very high. And then, oops. So, ito yung short-term healthcare. Ito yung binabayaran mo annually. Pero pag hindi mo siya nagamit, wala na, money loss. Pero hindi mo naman rin papangarapin na magkakasakit ka within a span of 1 year para magamit ko lang yung healthcare. So, ito yung iba't ibang mga healthcare na company. Meron din tayong sa Kaiser, may tayong short-term healthcare. So, yung mga MaxiCare, IntelliCare, basta yung mga care. And then, long-term healthcare, babayaran lang natin siya for 7 years. Pero, it is for lifetime use. And the bonus pa, it even grows. So, yun yung pinakamaganda sa healthcare natin. So, final test of a good healthcare, short-term, we have it. Long-term, meron din life insurance, savings and investments. So, we must have all the 4 cornerstones. So, ito lang ang maganda kasi yung ino-offer natin na long-term healthcare is addresses complete financial major financial crisis. So, what if kukunin tayo ni Lord? So, we have insurance. So, this will protect your family. What if we live too long? We have investment that allows us to save and invest well covered by the company's HMO. So we can have a choice na pwede natin siyang gamitin as retirement fund. Healthcare, na pag nagkasakit tayo, we have a card that we can use para pag admit sa hospital, hindi mo na kailangan ng cash, hindi mo na kailangan mangungutang pa sa kapitbahay because you have your health card, you can present that to the doctor and it is valid, so tatanggapin na nila, so you will be taken care of. So, why prioritize long-term health care? You cannot retain your company HMO when you retire or resign. Most people rely on their children, sell properties, or borrow money for their medical needs at retirement. In majority of personal bankruptcy is due to medical crisis, which is true kasi ngayon, pag nag-COVID ka, ilang days ka lang. Usually pag nag-COVID, 15 days ka na 3 weeks ka na sa hospital. So, ang daming kailangan. Though sometimes, yung iba, libre yung hospitalization. Pero, yung after COVID na mga effects, yun yung problema. So, With our Kaiser long-term healthcare, meron tayong mga plans. So, nasa sa'yo na kung ano ba gusto mo, magkano ba gusto mo. Magkano ba yung gusto mo pag after na maturity? Gusto mo ba ng 1.1 million? Gusto mo ba ng 524,000? Or gusto mo ng 2.33 after 20 years? So, nasa sa'yo, you can talk to the person who invited you what plan you want to have and what are your future targets kung magkano yung kailangan mo at certain age. Because if you start 30 at age, I mean, if you start at age 10, at age 30, you will have 1.17 million. This is for K100. At age 50, meron ka ng 7.8 million. If you have 7.8 million at the age of 50, can you retire early? Pwede ka na bang hindi na magtatrabaho? You can be living on interest with that money saved. So, at age 40 ka na ngayon. At age 60, meron ka ng 1.1 million. So, is it enough na mag-retire ka na? But if you are age 60, by the age of 80, dun ka pa magkaka 1.1 million. So, hindi mo na sa ma-enjoy. Ma-enjoy na yan ng mga beneficiaries mo. So, ito yung mga medical centers that we have. Ang dami, mayroon sa Manila, sa Cebu, in Visayas, sa Mindanao, hindi pa masyado, but it will be open soon, like in Cagayan de Oro City. So, the chapter 3, this is to understand life insurance. Ito naman is not for you, but this is for your family. So, in case you can't be there to catch them, make sure you leave a safety net. So, if you love your family, you need to have a life insurance because the purpose of life insurance is to protect your family, replace your income, finance your children's education, pay state tax, instant money for your family, and pay off debts. So if you love your family, get yourself protected. So there are the types of life insurances. We have the VUL, which is the one, the famous outside ING, and the investment is bundled. Insurance is bundled with investment. So the investment is tied to insurance. The control of investment is with the insurance company, not on you. Usually more expensive and premiums for insurance and the bundled investments are fixed. Whereas the one that we offer in IMJ, you buy term insurance and invest the difference. That means we are not bundled together. They are separate. So the investment is independent from insurance. So the control of the investment is in you, not from the insurance company, because the investment, you can invest now at the end of 6 months or 1 year, you wanted to withdraw your investments, it can be, but in VUL, no, it's not possible. So the control of investment is with you, more affordable, and you have the freedom to vary your investment. So final test of a good insurance. So income replacement, values does not go negative, tax exempted, growth. So when it say when it says that value does not go negative, because when you invest in stock market, there are times that it will go negative. But if you are going to invest in our Manila Bankers insurance, it will not go negative, because if the market goes negative, the company will make sure that it only goes to zero. It doesn't go negative, so your investment is protected. So it will be that bad when the economy is bad, it will not be so bad, because company will protect us that our investment, the value of our investment does not go negative. So how much insurance do you need? So if you want to calculate the income replacement formula, you just multiply. For example, you have a 40,000 monthly income times 12, that's 480 as annual income. Times 10, that's 4.8 million. That is the money that you need for your insurance. And 4.8, that's, let's just say round up 5 million. That is only 23,700 for 30 years old, or 65 a day for your family to be protected with 5 million life insurance. So it's really cheap. Look at this. If you are going to have a 1 million life insurance, the annual payment for 5 years old is 39, 30 years old 5,700, 50 years old 18,000. But just imagine, for 1 million, your family with this less, your family is protected with 1 million or 2 million, whatever figure that you want. So did you know that this is only about the same cost of insuring a 1 million car? So which is more important, the car or you? So yung problema ng iba kasi meron silang mga may mga sasakyan, of course, merong car insurance, pero yung sumasakay doon sa car, yun yung walang mga insurance. So chapter 4 is managing debts. How can we manage our debts? So why people fall on debt trap? Ang daming mga ng mga temptations. Buy now, pay later, zero installment, sale and discounts, no, or low down payment. Pag lumalabas na yung mga 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12, di ba? Zero delivery fee, yung mga free delivery, yung mga ganun. So, ang daming nag-i-invite, ang daming nag-iinganyo for us to spend our money. So, do you want to get out of debt? Increase your income, reduce lifestyle, and speed to earn must be faster than the speed to spend. Sabi nga, you don't have to live below your means. But all you have to do is increase your income so that you can have the lifestyle that you want. So, yeah, me too. I don't believe in living below your means. But if you have future goals, if you have plans, like I want to retire again at the age of 50, so I need to save a lot now. So I have to listen on a bit on some of the expenses and of the of the wants. Ano lang, limit lang, pero hindi naman totally na talaga zero. So why do we need emergency funds? Because these are the potential scenarios like loss of job. Umuwi ako galing ng Saudi January 2021. Ano na ba ngayon? February na 2022. So I've been here for more than a year. So yun yung problema. Kung walang mga emergency fund, ano na mangyayari? So we need to have funds. Good thing. If you want to have additional income, you want to do the business side of IMG, you can earn the compensation program of IMG is very good. So even if you will go home for good and you're not doing anything, if you are going to build the IMG business, then you can have additional income. You have an income that you can live comfortably. And then you will have to save for major home repairs, major car repairs, serious hospitalization pag nagkasakit, major appliances repairs, and extended or elderly care. So ito yung mga scenarios na hindi natin na ilagay sa budget, pero pag halimbawa si auntie or si tita or si kuya lalapit sa iyo na pakatulong naman na hospital si ganito. So talagang tayo naman mga Pilipino, napakabait natin na we have that strong family. Yung yung ties natin sa family is very strong na pag lumapit kahit malayong kamag-anak, pag humihingi ng tulong, gusto natin tulungan, di ba? So yun yung mga paghandaan din natin. And sometimes also, we need to learn to say no. So, but instead of giving them, why don't you share this business to them so that they can also prepare for their medical insurance para pag nagkasakit, hindi lahat aasa dun sa mga kamag-anak. So make sure to have emergency funds. Having emergency funds of about 3 to 6 months of your total expenses will free you from financial stress. But this was before we need to have 12 months of our total expense as emergency fund. And then according to Warren Buffett, ngayon bago ko pa lang siya na-appreciate kung gaano kaganda. Kasi dati, ang naalala ko lang kay Warren, nung ano siya, naging presidente ba siya? Nagpresidente siya na I might be mistaken. So anyways, Warren Buffett, I liked his book, the recent one, binasa ko, Midas Touch, kasi he's into real estate, yung mga gagandang hotels, golf course, yung sa nagpo-produce ng mga TV series. And ang maganda sa kanya, yung ano niya, yung brand niya, he keeps his standard, his gold standard. So, sabi niya, do not save what is left after spending. Spend what is left after saving. So, ano muna, talagang save muna, ang natitira, yun yung i-spend natin. So, we need to live within our means. It doesn't mean that we need to live below, but we need to live within our means. Kung ano yung income, bawasan ng savings, ang natitira, yun yung para pagkasyahin natin. So, ganun lang kasimple yung sinabi ni Warren Buffett. So, how you can increase your cash flow? You can increase your cash flow by using your spare time, have a side hustle, go for online business, generate passive income, and you can reduce your expenses. You can live simply. How can you live simply? So pay God and yourself first. So our income, 100% minus tithes, 10%, and investment, 20%. Our 100% income, let me check if I have there. So, our 100% income, babawasan natin yan ng 10% tithe. So, we need to give back to God what is due for Him, because if He blesses the works of our hands, it will be given back to us 100-fold. And then 20%, that will be for our savings. But if you are going to put that savings in the bank, hindi natin siya i-invest, magkano lang interest ng bank? 0.1% in a year? Sobrang liit. So we need to grow it through investments. So 70%, yun yung expenses natin. So we need to live in this formula, 10-20-70 formula. Spend below your means, create a monetary budget, but I suggest that we need to spend within our means. And we can live simply. So how can we live simply? It's just easy. We need to pacify our needs and wants. Save instead of sale. Defer buying of gadgets and wants. So pag may isa akong friend, pag bagong labas na bagong iPhone, trade in or bili ng bago, tapos yung utang niya, yung credit card debts niya, taga-liig na, nahirapan ng huminga, pero pag bagong labas ng bagong model, ayan na naman. So, reduce eating out and food delivery. So, nasa sa'yo lang din yan. Kung gusto mo ba ng buhay na hindi ka na nag-iisip, hindi ka na habulin ng credit card company, or gusto mo ng simpleng buhay na pag gusto mong kumain, meron ka. Kung nag-retire ka, pag age 40, 50, gusto mo lang mag-retire mo lang trabaho, you still have the money that you can spend while you are just lying down, having your vacation, or hindi ka na nagtatrabaho eventually, you still can live comfortably. So you need lahat ng luxuries in life, mayroong price yan. So are you willing to pay the price now and enjoy later, or enjoy now and suffer later? So ano bang gusto mo? Mag-enjoy ka muna ngayon. Pag nag-retire ka na, hindi ka na tatanggapin ng ibang company kasi wala kang income, hindi ka nakapag-receive ng retirement fund mo, wala kang pension. So ano, gusto mong ma-enjoy ngayon? Suffer later? Or suffer now? Not really suffer, but you know, stretch a bit of your finances na bawasan yung mga luho minsan para makapag-save for the future. So, iwas luho para iwas. Back to basics, reduce, reuse, recycle, eliminate waste and leakage, turn off and not in use, turn off lights when not in use, turn trash into cash. So, yun lang. Bawasan yung mga unnecessary expenses. Cut the little expenses. Diba, kung dati labas ng labas, ngayon may Omicron, so stay muna sa bahay. So yung pang-save sana, ano na-try ko to dati. When I went to the city, kasi meron akong gagawin. So I have a budget of 150 for my meals. So kapag hindi ako kakain doon kasi tapos na yung mga appointment ko and I'm still full, when I get back na hindi ko nagastos yung budget ko for food, I invested. Because dito sa investment natin, kahit 20 pesos pwede mo siyang i-invest. So, ito yung small amounts when invested correctly, it will go a long way. So, Lotto cards, 20 pesos. That's daily savings 20. Pag na-save mo siya in a month, that's 600. Kung lagi ka nag-milk tea ka lagi or nagko-coffee ka sa Starbucks, kahit isang beses lang sa isang araw, 150, that's 4-5 in a year. Pero, when these small amounts, when invested correctly, will be your millions for your future. So, okay. Understand where your money goes, know your big leaks. So, assets are anything you buy or have that puts money in your pocket. So, kung lagi ka nag-upgrade ng phone mo, tapos nakikimarites ka lang dun sa mga friends mo. So, ano siya? Liabilities. But then, if you are using your phone kasi nagiging vlogger ka na, so, and you earn income from YouTube, di ba? That's asset. Pero, bumibili ka ng sasakyan mo kasi pang-forma mo lang na, parang, sikat ako kasi abroad ako. Siyempre, pag uwi ko sa Pinas, meron akong sasakyan. So, pag labas mo naman ulit, nakatinggal lang yung sasakyan mo sa bahay, so it's a liability. Pero, pag yung sasakyan mo, ginamit mo siyang, taxi, Uber, Grab, so that's asset. So, ganun lang kasimple yung definition ng asset and liability. So, yung asawa nyo ba, siya ba ay asset or liability? So, syempre, kung he is earning more than you, is earning for the family, then he is an asset. Pero, kung nasa bahay lang siya, patulog-tulog, then he is a liability. So, kidding aside. So, the power of compounding interest, it is not enough to save money. So we need to grow it through investment. So 72 divided by percent interest rate, that is the number of years for your money to double. So the power of compounding interest. So ito yung mga interest rates na posibleng matutunan natin kung saan ba natin ilalagay yung mga hard-earned money natin. So, if you are going to invest our money at 4% interest rate, so that means 72 divided by 4 is equals to 18. So, our money will double every 18 years. So, age 29, if you are going to save 100,000, and then every month, so at age 65, you only have 400,000. But if you are going to invest your money at 8% interest rate, 72 divided by 8 is 9. So your money will double every 9 years. So if you invested it at age 29, 100,000, at age 56, 800,000, 65, 1.6 million. It will not be that much by the time you retire, right? So if you know a company who invested your money at 12% interest rate, so 72 divided by 12%, that is 6 years. So 6 years, your money will double in 6 years. So at age 29, you save 100,000, you invest 100,000. At age 53, meron ka ng 1.659, bago ka nag-retire, you have 3.2 million. Is that good money for you to retire early? Na kunin mo lang interest niyan. Let's just say 10% interest rate for a year. So you have 300,000. So is that good enough money for you to retire? So just know the difference that if you are going to save 4%, 8%, 12%, ang layo. But the fund, there is a fund, ano siya, there is a fund na ang interest rate na balik for 2021 is 25%. So just imagine, this is only 12% interest rate. But there is a fund in our investment, our partner company, the Ramper Financials. There is a company that gives back 25% as yield for 2021. So sobrang laki. So kailangan nyo talagang mag-attend ng mga free webinars ng ING kasi sobrang dami ng mga benefits na makukuha natin. And then going through stocks investments. So ito yung sasabi ko, dito natin ipapag-grow yung investment natin. But before we need to invest, we need to know why. To know where to invest. So bakit tayo mag-i-invest? Para saan ba yung investment ko? Para ba sa health ko? Para ba sa retirement? Para ba sa education ng anak ko? Para ba sa aking dream house, dream vacation, yung family ko, isasama ko abroad, yung mga anak ko, dadalhin ko sa Hong Kong Disneyland. So ano ba yung target mo? Gusto mo ba ng sasakyan 5 years from now? So if you know why you need to invest, then you need to know where to invest. So ito na yung mga investment vehicles na kung saan natin gusto. So we have a separate seminar for this. Kung gusto mong malalaman yung every detail of the fund that you wanted to invest in, so just talk to the person who invited you para ma-orient ka kung saan pupunta, saan attend yung mga investment seminar para you know where to invest. So investing in the stock market. So sa stocks, ownership, like you own share of that company. And the risk is high, but then the return also is high. When it's say bonds, kung sa bonds ka naman, kumbaga yung like mga company or the government borrows money from us. So yun yung mga bonds, but the return is a little bit lower. And the risk is lower also, pero ano niya, hindi naman siya masyadong risky. So lower return lang din siya. So proper investment strategies, if you invest daily for 20 pesos, after 20 years, you will have 590K. After 30 years, 2 million. After 7 years, after 40 years, that's 7M. If you are going to save 100 pesos a day, in 20 years, that's 2.95 million. And if you are going to compare, kung yung 100 pesos mo a day, ilalagay mo lang siyang under your pillow, walang nangyari. If you are going to put it in the bank, that's 0.10 in a year. So ano mangyayari? At end of the 20th year, 727K lang siya. Pero if you are going to put your money in an investment company that yields 12% a year, in 20 years, you will have 2 million. So what if you buy the stocks from a company who gives a yield of 25%? So in 20 years, magkano na yung pera mo? So malaki na. So that is why we need to learn how to grow our money. So those who harness the power of compounding interest wins. Those who start early wins more. Time is of great value. So we have direct investing and indirect stock investing. So direct means you buy now, you sell later, but indirect, we have partner companies. It is usually mutual funds. Like we have Soldivo Fund. Soldivo Fund interest yield for 2021 is 2.65. So that's better, way better than the interest rate given by the bank na 0.1 lang for a year. just 2.65 interest rate in a year na sobrang baba ng market. Tapos meron pang isang fund na ang yield niya for 2021 is 26%. O saan ka doon? Lalagay mo yung pera mo sa 0.1 or lalagay mo sa company 12%, 25%, 26%. So sobrang laki niyan. So bottom line, okay, give me a sec. I'm almost done. Bottom line, if you really love your children, get a business, not a job, because when you die, your children cannot inherit your job, but they can indefinitely inherit your business. In fact, if you die on the job, your boss will replace you before you bury out. If your family live in the company house, they will kick them out before they can say anything. So when you close from work, don't go and watch television. Go home and think of a business idea. So where do I get my financial solutions? Be an IMG member now. You will have the best education ever. You will have a good execution. You will be an entrepreneur. You have a lot of freebies and benefits. It's a total financial solution. So when you will be a member, you will have this. You can have you have access to our very nice portal. And then you will also have all these benefits. These are the old benefits.
The International Marketing Group, a global financial education enterprise strategically partnered with the world's leading providers of financial products and services, introduces its top benefits offered exclusively to its growing list of members. Free exclusive financial education through the financial ebook, The Secret to Saving and Building Your Future. Free exclusive financial e-workbook, the Financial Foundation Educational Program. Make money work for you through financial e-workshops. Increase your cash flow and debt management. Learn to build a strong financial foundation, proper protection. Know how to build your wealth and gathered assets. Get to know your plans for retirement and wealth preservation, and learn to build your business in the financial industry. Free financial checkup to diagnose your financial health. Exclusive course fee discount for the Associate Financial Planner Certification Program in partnership with Registered Financial Planner. Reap tons of free gifts from IMG's partner companies. Up to 300,000 pesos of personal accident insurance from Manila Bankers Life Insurance Corporation.
Oh, I forgot. Sorry. So anyway, for the benefits, you can share the videos to your prospects. And the good thing also of not showing everything to our clients, so that you still have time to do the follow-ups. And so I'll just share.
1, 2, 3, go! When IMG dreams do come true!
So these are the freebies, or the benefits of being an IMG member. You can travel the world with your friends, and it's so fun to travel with a lot of people na different walks of life, sharing one mission, sharing one goal, and having fun together. So it's so nice. On the left side, it's not yet the Eiffel Tower, but soon definitely I could go there. So this one is Hong Kong Disneyland. So hopefully we can go to Disneyland in the US. So yun yung maganda being in IMG. You can travel the world. And it's your time to take action. You will always have an excuse not to save or invest, no matter what your excuse. One thing is sure, you will get older next year. You will eventually retire and stop making active income. Thus, be prepared to the ifs of life. Remember the solutions, emergency funds, long-term care, insurance, investments. And it all starts with financial education, but financial education is useless without financial execution. So thank you so much and have a great day. So, thank you so much everyone for joining.
Sis, nawala yung guest natin.
Yeah, it's okay. So, si Ma'am Elizabeth, ano siya, member na? Ma'am Princess?
Guest yun ni Ma'am Princess kanina, si PM.
So, ano na lang, i-follow up na lang muna lang siya because she's very young. So, it's a good thing nakapag-start yung investment. Nakapasok si G kanina, di ba? Nalaglag lang din siya?
Wala siya sis, permi lang connecting. Mahina yung signal nila.
Thank you, Riza, for joining us this morning. Elizabeth?
Ay.
Ma'am Princess, thank you for joining us this morning. So, are there any more questions?
Congrats, sis.
Thank you, sis. Uy, ay, ano pala. So, sa Ma'am Elizabeth, Ma'am Princess, any okay. Sige. Thank you so much, Ma'am Princess and Ma'am Elizabeth. Okay. Sige po. You can leave na po. Makiki-chika na lang po muna kami. So si Swing, bali ang Tuesday, ano na?
Ang Tuesday,
wala na gyud.
Kuan pa na siya kanang ang katong Zoom gamito ni Sir Edwin daw.
Kang Edwin na nga Zoom.
Nag-stop ko na sis.
Ay, ito ko mag-stop recording dahil.